The world of the mind stretches far to the horizon. In this space, it's tempting to dwell in the past or explore possible futures. Attention flits from one distant idea to the next, visiting 100 unlikely scenarios, spreading thinner and thinner. This is the unfocused mind. In contrast, sharp focus is always concentrated on the present moment. What action do you have to take right now? Each new moment necessitating the next thought and action in a correct sequence. In the face of frustration, it's normal to feel anger and disappointment. Receivers are trained to understand and accept these feelings and allow them to flow through their mind unobstructed and out the other side, leaving only clarity and resolve. To aim a firearm correctly, you must be familiar with the sight picture, how the sights look when they are lined up correctly. Handgun sights almost always work in the same way. You line up the front sight in the middle of the gap in the rear sight and make sure the top of the front sight is level with the top of the rear sight. If zeroed correctly, the bullet should hit right at the top of the front sight at the zero distance, usually around 15 yards. For maximum accuracy, you should focus on your front sight even though it makes the target look blurry. There's no point shooting at a crisp target if you can't tell if your sights are lined up. The mind kill degrades the condition of firearms, making them much more likely to malfunction. You can clear most malfunction by tapping the magazine to make sure it's seated, racking the slide to chamber a new round, and then bang, you're ready to go. Tap, rack, bang. The threat exists beyond this world. In this reality, they are weak. Their actions are limited. With great effort, they have infiltrated dreams, implanting ideas. But it is humans who have nurtured these ideas, causing them to grow and spread. For these people who were already compromised and who have nurtured these damaging thoughts, there is no hope. As much as we would like to reach out to them, to help them, we must first focus inward on ourselves. For us, there is still some hope. We must focus all our energy on catching this small chance. When exposed to contaminated thoughts, remember not to be reactive. Instead, take the moment to act inward. Activate your mind tech. The unconscious mind is critical in the development of mind tech. What seems like downtime is the slow and meticulous refinement of your true self. When less attention is spent on fleeting banalities, the mind grows stronger in reality A. The threat understands this and has created systems to inundate you with a sea of interruptions, each one claiming to be critical, and each one focusing on your desires and fears. Each distraction on its own seems harmless, like a drop of rain. But like a relentless downpour, this unending torrent is able to erode even a mountain. Limit your overall exposure to distractions. Uninterrupted time focused on a task is time spent honing your mind tech. In this way, training the body is training the mind. This tape is designed to test your focus in the face of distraction. Maintain focus on your breathing. How did you do? If your attention wandered, that is normal. Just notice that without judgment. Let's try again. Good job. The Sig Sauer P226 is as neutral as the country that designed it, combining the best design ideas of pistols from both sides of World War II. Swiss mechanical engineer Charles Petter studied Browning's 1911 design and found a way to simplify it in a way that improved accuracy and reliability while reducing manufacturing cost. Sig was impressed by this design and bought his patent in 1937 to use in the Sig P210. Now, at around the same time, Sauer was working on their first pistol for Nazi officers, the double-action Sauer 38H, which was the first pistol to ever include a decocking lever. When Sig merged with Sauer, they combined the Browning-Petter firing system from the Sig P210 with the decocking lever and double-action trigger of the Sauer 38H to create the Sig Sauer P220, a modern, single-stack 45 that won over many fans of the old 1911. When the Americans sent out the call for the XM9 trials, it was fairly simple to switch out the single-stack 45 magazine for a double-stack 9mm. To progress in mind tech is to become aware of your own thoughts. Eventually, each thought will become clear and distinct. Solid, incredibly dense, but irregularly shaped. When combined with other specific thoughts in the right pattern, they will fit into place, forming a solid wall of defense. Legendary Californian handgun hunter Harry Sanford had just shot a grizzly bear in the heart with his .44 Magnum revolver, but it didn't know it was dead yet and charged straight at him. He calmly aimed a follow-up shot and tried to pull the trigger, but nothing happened. The cylinder was locked up. The bear was about to reach him and take its revenge when it skidded to a stop face down in the dirt. Harry almost had a heart attack himself and decided to try to make a semi-auto Magnum pistol to avoid that problem in the future. He hired gunsmith Max Guerra to help design it, who came up with the combination of ideas that led to the Automag pistol, but they never managed to figure out how to scale up production. So, Minnesotan ad man John Risdall and 3 of his friends saw the unmet demand for a Magnum pistol and decided to continue where the Automag left off. In 1979, they founded Magnum Research and began work on the Desert Eagle. To avoid Automag's problems with scaling, they looked for experienced partners and settled on Israeli Military Industries, who refined the design and began mass production.
Nice. Nice. I love the tapes in this game. They're so interesting to listen to. Oh! Sleeper.
The mind kill functions by severing the connection between what you think of as the mind and body. This
Nice.
inflicts serious damage to both parts and leaves the mind defenseless in reality A. If you survive the mind kill, you will not be unaffected by this severing.
That's still in the
By
game.
strengthening and maintaining your connection,
The glass
you will
stopped
be able to
breaking. It's
punch
still in the
through
game.
this interference, but your perception of the world will be radically altered. The world of reality B is realized by the radiance cast from above. After the mind kill, much of this transmission will be scattered. Through mind tech, you can clear a path, but the shape of this path is determined by the shape of your mind tech. We predict that you may find the world similar but changed, familiar yet distorted. Interactions between two receivers may bend realities. Ultimately, the effects on reality B are unknown, and so our preparations are focused on the self. Receiver transmissions have indicated that the post-mind kill environment is even more dangerous than one might expect, because it feels like even luck is working against us. Anything that can go wrong will go wrong. Even our weapons are more likely to malfunction or fire unintentionally. It is absolutely vital to train your malfunction drills and practice the rules of gun safety until they become second nature. We don't know what mind tech is being used by the threat to execute the mind kill, but we do know that it gives them some control over probability. Murphy's Law is in effect. If you fall, you will land wrong. If you have a clear shot, your weapon will malfunction. If you dodge a bullet, you will get hit by a ricochet.
Ooh.
Now, if you train for the worst case scenario,
Nice.
you will be ready.
Full rank. Yeah. Cool. Ah, the high point. Ah, it's been such a long time. Ah. The high point. I haven't seen this gun in a while. Nice. Nice. I haven't seen the high point in a long time. Nice. Ah, yeah. Balloons. Okay, the high point. Hang on a minute. I want to read about the high point. This 1993, the high point C9 has been a great choice for those who value their lives over their dignity. Brilliant. When reloading the C9, the locked slide can only be released by manually pulling it back. There is no slide release lever. Oh. The high point. High point model C9 Yeet cannon. Love it. Love it. Much like ED prescription, high point sell like hotcake, but nobody likes to admit that they have one. Yeah, because of how crap they are. Tom Deep founded High Point Firearms in 1992 to produce blue collar guns for working class people. Like, that can take a lot of punishment. Yeah, blue collar workers can take a lot of hatred from their bosses, and yeah, if somebody does not the lifetime of whether you're the original buyer or not, their fixed powers are simple, very high accuracy, but they can be hard to aim at long range due to their awkward ergonomic short sight radius. C9s are very reliable. Bubble shipping magazine result in battery malfunction. You can solve these by just manually pushing the slide into place. Yeah. Nice. Oof. I got this area. Oh, we've got balloons. I don't really want to go this area though. Let's check out what's up here. Right, let's go. Forget that area. We go this way. My god. Any ammo down? Whoops. Whoops. Meant to go down the ladder. Whoops. Ah. Ball. At the hospital. Not a fan. Not a fan of the hospital. Damn, man. I missed that shot, damn. Can't believe I missed that shot, that was so crash. Pretty sure I got the battery on that one. No. Ooh. Nice. It got the dong. Nice. See that? It shot through the wall and hit the dong in the next room. Oh. Oh. That was close. Are we level 5 again? Close. We're just level 4. But if I don't mess this up, we will be. Just like I almost did. I almost messed it up. This feels like it would be a good VR game. Yeah, but no, I'm not too much into VR. But yeah, I can see where you're coming from. But yeah, I can see where you're coming from. Nice, a proper magazine. Nice. Get rid of that. What happened there, man? I haven't tried VR yet, but I have. I feel like for natural progression, get it eventually. Yeah. Shit. Not too sure how I just shot myself in the leg there. I should probably get back into the habit of putting the safety on, then holster it. I really don't wanna be shooting myself in the leg. This is a bit tricky. Yeah. Yeah. I don't need that mag, it's crap. Just grab it. Oh my god, I haven't come across one tape yet. This happens from time to time. Tapes can get a bit stubborn. I don't think that's coming back, hopefully. A full mag on 2 full mags, including the one in my gun. I think that's the first time for this difficult for this level. I've had 2 full mags. Nice. Man. I haven't come across a single tape yet, man. Holy shit. They're being pretty stingy without fun. Might have to oh yeah, I'm gonna go this way. Let's go down. Ooh. Oh. Air tape. Yeah. There it is.
You are on the edge of something much greater. Under ideal circumstances, it is now possible that you could survive the mind kill. When the mind kill happens, conditions will not be ideal. Similar to the training with firearms, your mental defenses need to become second nature, moving smoothly and acting with purpose towards your goals rather than stumbling, reactive, and predictable.
Oh my
Once you have
god.
mastered these techniques,
3 tapes
it
in the
will
same
allow you
area.
to achieve the next stage of awareness.
Oh my god.
The heavy eyelid of your mind's eye flickers.
And ammo.
Soon you will awaken. Mind Tech is a system. Built into this system is the ability to grow, change, and reproduce. The threat is a similar system, grown unimaginably complex. Now, unlike the threat, our Mind Tech requires receivers to exist. The Mind Tech system exists to help receivers, but receivers also exist to help Mind Tech. Upon awakening, humans and Mind Tech, like the mind and the body, will become one. This is what the system was created for, to uplift you. Given enough time, humans may have adapted on their own. They may have awakened without our intervention. Unfortunately, the threat has forced our hand. I did my best.
Oh.
I know it doesn't seem like it, but I really did. I hope you believe me.
Suicide tape.
I tried and tried and tried, and nothing ever worked. And you all hate me. Maybe I deserve it. I always tried.
That's how you do it. Oh, here it is.
If you want a gun that's half as good for a quarter the price,
It's right
the Hypictoid
behind
is
me.
the way to go. Now, it might make you the laughing stock of the shooting range, but you can dry your tears with all the money you've saved. They're so cheap that High Point offers a transferable lifetime warranty, whether you buy it first, second, or 11th hand. Though they're so heavy that shipping it back generally costs more than just buying a replacement. The High Point is something of a gateway gun. Those on the fence about getting into firearms will often buy one to test out the idea before saving up for a real one. It can also be used as a cheap backup for those who want to keep one in their truck or boat or anywhere else their friends won't see it. The High Point even has cheap taste in cartridges. It likes simple ball ammo, but can easily choke on fancy hollow point rounds.
Right. Rank 5, awake. And what I've noticed is that every time I get to rank 5, the highest rank, I usually get the cult SAA. Is it's fine. Oh yeah, and on this rank there's just security cameras and drones. There are some turrets and ceiling turrets, but it's mostly just cameras and drones, so let's I actually wanted to shoot these balloons, but yeah, suppose I could get down here. We just check out the area first. Uh-oh. Nope. We go over here and try to shoot all these balloons. Try not to bugger it up. I don't think there's anything here. I think I'm fine. Shit. Oh, that's fine. Whatever. Yeah. Okay, so in the patch notes, they said that you can now hack yeah. Yeah, you can now hack the cameras. It's brilliant. And you can now put the flashlight away when you have it in your mouth. Yeah. Oh. They come this way. Sometimes the areas all look the same. The areas all look the same, so sometimes you can get a bit lost. I don't really want to go up. I'm not going that way. And they don't drop any ammo. Brilliant. That's brilliant. They don't drop any ammo. Perfect. Hard to tape. Oh, here it is.
This is the first insight. In order to fully awaken, you must accept it. Until now, you thought you were playing a game, that you could turn it off. Oh, this idea has been implanted by the threat. In fact, the threat has expanded to the reality outside of the game. We call this Reality C. The threat has been influencing what you see and hear until you can't tell what is fictional and what is real. This is the first of 3 insights. After you accept the third insight, you will hear a tone and you will awaken.
Nearby. Oh. Okay, somewhere in the next room. Let's check this place out first. Oh. Oh, uh-oh. Uh-oh. Whoops. Nope. Yeah. I love how you can hack cameras now. That's brilliant. There was a tape somewhere around here, right? Yeah.
If you have accepted that the threat is real, there is hope that you can hear insight to and awaken to your true nature. Reality A transcends and overlaps realities B and C. This is how the threat has spread to all aspects of reality. Accepting that the threat is real in the world outside the game may seem difficult because through an inversion of values, the threat has led you to believe that
I completed the game.
is
Yeah.
more real than reality A.
I completed the game.
This is how it subverts your defenses and attacks you where you are vulnerable. To awaken, you have to accept
That
that
is simple.
reality A expands beyond your life outside of the game. Open your mind's
How many
eye
times
and
is
you
it
can
now?
see it. This luminous reality is where you have constructed the mind tech you need to defend
Is it for the
yourself
5th
and
time?
combat the threat. Only the final insight remains. Once you accept it,
Yeah, I think
you will hear
this is
a
the 5th
tone,
time.
and you will awaken. If you accept that the threat is real and that reality A is the true reality, then you are ready for the final insight. We have sent you this message to warn and prepare you, and you have listened. In reality C, you have sat in your chair at your computer, yet in reality A, your astral self has struggled and overcome many challenges. Open your mind's eye to see the mind tech you have built. They are heavy and intricate, with each component perfectly formed and in its right place. Functional, resilient. You stand ready to use these tools against the threat. In order to awaken, you have to accept this final insight. These struggles in reality A are real and have fully prepared you. Reality B, the message was a systemic process. This process was an initiation. You have completed this initiation. You are now a receiver.
Yeah. That's the 5th time I've completed this game. It's getting easier.